Check newbie. Oh, sweet. I think we're on now. How about Victor? How about now, buddy? Hey, all right, Gabriel. Thanks, partner. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so very much thank you for joining us today. Uh, Sorry about the technical difficulties, but you know how it goes. It's Friday morning, man. Rock and roll. All right, so we're gonna get into it. Cool hat. Thanks, Abdul. Appreciate it. Um, you guys are the best. I really appreciate it. Alexandra. All right, let's get into it. You guys aren't here to hear me talk. We're here to learn some stuff. By the way, as you know, I always start out with a new book read. Um, this is the so I don't know if you guys know Patrick Bet David. He is the man, super motivational, and I really appreciate this book. It's your next 5 moves. Always be planning ahead. Always set goals. Always hit stretch goals. This is a great book. So as you all know, I like you can see I've read it multiple times. If you lend me a book, if you send me a book, expect to receive it back, but with a insane amount of notes on the inside. So there's that. But let's dig into it. I do want to give a shout out to CREI. It's a commercial real estate influencers, and I was rated number 10 for the highest producing or most effective commercial real estate TikToker. Who knew? So if you're on TikTok, give me a shout out. I'll put you up here. And if you're in the CRE Pro course and you want some free publicity, give me a shout out. Let me know what you're doing. I'll drop you on the screen here. I wanted to give a props to Michael Martin here. I just got back from Linked Glen, so it's here in Austin, Texas. For a great way to meet up with commercial real estate people. It's everything, not just brokers like me, but more so it's engineers. It's really smart people, and we here at the over on Lamar, and it's hosted by Glenn Hart. If you guys know Glenn, there we go. Love it. All right. Reach out to anybody that's inside the room that's throwing up the comments. This is for you guys. This whole section for you. I dropped some in the comments of the LinkedIn. There is all of the websites that we're going to go through. Those include things like Williamson County, Samsung. They all have great websites, and then of course the commercial real estate websites like LoopNet, Crexi, My E Listing, CoStar. If you have others, throw them out there. This is a channel for everybody. Yeah, Mike, thanks, appreciate it. You did a great job. Sponsored the coffee this morning from Linked Glen. So reach out to Linked Glen if you haven't connected with him already in Austin, Texas. He's the man. He's really great at setting up people, and for me in particular, it's a lot of great business for me. So I really hats off to you, Linked Glen. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Let's jump into it. I want to show you some cool stuff here. Some of the sites that I've found, some of the that I've found that have been helpful in learning more about. I'll show you here. I throw out a shout out to my friend Sonnenreich here. This is TikTok. This is the CRE Summit. This is in the notes. But your boy right here, Racing, are number 10 on the list of the top TikTokers. But this is a great way if you want to connect with other commercial real estate people, whether they're here in Texas, whether they're across the country. These are the golden ticket. These are the golden connections that you should be making, not just in the TikTok arena, which I appreciate, but also, we've got the next one coming up, but also just the list of all of the Instagram, LinkedIn. If you want to get more information or inspiration for your social channels, I really suggest checking out the various influencers here, and there's a lot of gravity behind a network like the CRE Pro Course community. So let's jump back into this. So I do want to show you a few sites, and if you're working in, here we go, Travis, appreciate it, bud. Go check out Travis's link here. The link is in the show notes as well. If you are working on something in Williamson County, if you're working on something in Taylor, I'm going to show you something here that's going to blow your mind. So you may know, or you may have seen this before or heard about it, but Samsung and Tesla both require that the distributors of their products, and the OEM suppliers, and everybody that is contributing to their factory, basically, as you would assume, just like Ford, they're they're not making all the parts for the Tesla. They are assembling the parts for the Tesla. So they need battery factories. They need these parts suppliers, wheels, everything. So if you're in the logistics world, the distribution world, if you're focused on anything of parts suppliers or office space, you're developing land for distribution. We have right now. So I'll show you this. There's a list that's available online. It is the distribution list for all of Samsung. Samsung is currently going to encourage their the Samsung site for Taylor here. They're trying to encourage all of their distributors to set up and buy land. And right now, they just went to Piontech last week, which is where Samsung is located, headquarters is located, and it's close to, in my opinion, the closest you could draw a correlation to Taylor. So small town, 17,000 people. Samsung shows up, and boom, Pyeongtaek is this like monster of a city that's in South Korea. So the EDC and what they call it EDP here in Williamson County, Texas. So Williamson County includes places like Georgetown, Cedar Park, Round Rock, yeah, all along the I-35 corridor between Austin and Dallas. So you can see here how big this is. It's 1,300 acres, now estimated to be a $26 billion venture that they're taking off of. You can see previous estimates were at $17 billion of the cookies. And this is going to go through. You can see here just a few of them, a few of the suppliers that are working for. So they're building the first of these 9 facilities that are in Taylor right now. They're going to complete the first one in the fourth quarter of 2024. They're currently building the second 2, so they've gone vertical on the second 2. They're going to develop 9 factories. Now, if you've ever been to Detroit and driven up and down where Ford is located, you can see Ford factory is big, but all of the suppliers, that's where the money exists for us. Not only as business people, but as in real estate, you want to be buying things in and around the Samsung factory. You can see how much land there is here. We'll go to a better map. But look, there's a lot of farmland out there. So there's a lot of opportunity around here, neighborhoods for distribution facilities, all the above. So if you have land and you're looking to sell it, you want to drop it in the sidebar, I'd be more than happy to promote it for you here. These are just some of the suppliers. Samsung actually has a list of all of the distributors, national, international distributors that they are currently working with that need to be here in Texas, need to be here near the factory. And so if you have connections to any of these again are the big guys and small, Toshiba and Panasonic and battery distributors for Tesla and all the above. So those are really great. Those are really great leads if you're trying to grow your business, sell your property, you're trying to develop. Those are all going to be your users. Suppliers list. I'm just looking at Samsung suppliers list for Boston. How about that? Let me show you this. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna flip it over here. I'll drop this in the show notes as well. But if you wanted to know where you should be investing time in marketing, look at this. These are all of the suppliers. This is 80% of all suppliers that are looking to be that need to be within about 10 miles of Samsung. So there's a rule, both Tesla and Samsung have a rule in the real estate department that says that or supplier department, that anybody that they're working with need to be within a 30-mile range. These guys all want to be right next to the facility. So you can look at all these, like, I give the address for them, pretty easy to look up. You can see some of them are here, Chandler. So, all across the country, all around the world, these are a great list of suppliers that are currently trying to set up shop. And as of last week, there were 250 companies that are trying to move to the Austin area, to near Samsung. So between Hornsby Bend and Taylor, these are all incredible. These are leads. Right? If you're looking for a lead, you've got a whole list of leads here. Okay, so the idea is to find the location where where we all believe that Samsung is going to start heading. One of the best ways to do that, I'm just going to give a shameless plug here for the CRE Pro course. This is a course led by Dan Lukowitz and myself. Look at this stunning being here. This is you can see the link for it is here, but this is CRE Pro course, $497, and this is your ticket to success in commercial real estate. We hope you help you get your first listing in 3 months, close your first deal in 6 months, not a year. You're not gonna survive. You can see all the different brokerages that we're currently working with, and look, the overall goal is to get you into one of these companies here, or you can work wherever you like, but we're going to help you succeed. So we have great relationships with these and about 40 other brokerages that are all currently hiring mavericks like yourself. Okay, so let's get into the resources that are going to make you a winner in your brokerage. We're going to help you close more deals and help you find more deals. I'm going to share some I'm going to share some sites here with you that are going to change your life, your mind, and your universe. Hopefully, let's look at here. We looked at this in the past, but I want to show you the right. So we just looked at Taylor. We can see Samsung here. When we're looking at this, we want to look at, so we've got Hutto here. We've got a Hutto bypass coming in here. It's going to go loop around here. So it's going to go around Hutto to alleviate the congestion of 79 here going to Taylor. Samsung right here. So anything going in any direction really from the Samsung site, north, south, east, west. There is a map on the Austin Statesman that will show you where the new traffic lights are going. So if you're looking to put a C store, let's say, on a hard corner, stoplight, boom, they just did that for you. So this is from the Williamson County website. It's talking about the roads where they're going to be putting the new extensions. This is in the show notes as well. If you have any questions, reach out about that. But what I'm looking at here as a developer, as a real estate professional, is along this road here. There's nothing here. Right? Completely empty. You can see the map on LoopNet and Crexy, and all of those are going to show you that this is all farmland. So if you're looking for a place to start developing a single-family home developer, I mean, they're going to employ something like 10,000 people initially. As you saw with Tesla last week or 2 weeks ago, they said initially we're going to have 10,000 people. I thought, no way. There's no way 10,000 people moving here to Tesla. That's what they just announced. 60,000 people are moving to Austin, Texas to work for Tesla. 60,000. That is insane. So those people need a place to live. They're going to want a nice place to live. They're going to be making some serious dough, some moolah, and they're going to want a nice home near or close to the office, OEM supplier, wherever they're working. So think about that as you're looking at land as we go through here, and I'll show you some of the high level locations that we're looking at right now and why we're looking there. So let's look at drop into our tried and true, baby. Tried and true is LoopNet. Now I get it. You know, it's a pay for play situation. Shameless plug again. Listing right here for the old Zach Attack. Carlos Parker. We're here. This is 28.591 acres located directly on the Samsung Highway 79. You can see how close to Samsung it is. You can throw and hit a rock. You can throw a rock and hit it from Highway 79. This is where Taylor is, and what an amazing site. If you're looking for development, I got one for you. Great for multifamily developers. Hotel. If you're into the hotel space, I mean, there are no hotels, by the way. There's one hotel in all of Taylor, Texas. Can you imagine how many people are going to be flying in? The airport is right next to the property here, or on the other side of the highway. Think about flying. It's going to be a Samsung employee or a Samsung flies their jet in, their 6 drops on the tarmac, comes in, has a meeting with the Panasonic head of development at their facility, at one of their 9 facilities. It's just going to be a glorious place. I can foresee that if you're looking for an investment opportunity, I heavily suggest it. But let me show you here where I think that the development will most likely be. So remember, we just looked at what we were looking at was showing the a connection between 130 here and then swoops over here until Taylor. So it's coming through here. Now, Norman Crossing is right in the middle of it. There's nothing here. Right? There's nothing here. This is, again, you can't really see the aerial, but and if you here, you can see on the right-hand side, we've got 252 acres that's available for sale. Let's see if we've got a list. I would guess. We're looking at they've got the crane photo. The great looped in or LoopNet listing here. I don't think it's see if give the price here. No, we're just giving an aerial. But as you all saw on let's jump back into this. As you all saw on the map, there is a ton of open land here, and this will, in our lifetime, mark my words. You remember that guy on the internet that was telling you all about how crazy it's going to be around Samsung? Well, maybe I'm right. We'll see. It's that loop we looked at right here. It's going to go right through here. It's going to divert around 79. Now, 79 is going to fill out for sure. We've got another listing right here. It's under contract now. It's 49 acres, located just at the end. That road that we were looking at comes in and empties out right here, 395. So this is under contract now for a buyer to come in. But we've got developments that are all happening right around here. This is on the same area. So what is the effect of Samsung? Well, the effect of Samsung is going to be that this area is going to be completely developed. I hope it's developed with Texans in mind, with the country in mind. And look, the buyer's going to develop it in the way that they think it's going to sell. As my friend Michael Martin pointed out this morning, the value of something is not at what it appraises, but it's in the value to the buyer. So if a buyer thinks that they can add a road, create more frontage, and ergo they have a neighborhood, then the value of that property to them is whatever their terminal or exit price is. And we work back from there to say, okay, what kind of margin do I need to build in and profit on this? And whatever that is, minus all the costs, that is your bottom of your ZOPA. So it's the zone of payment is the ZOPA, and the ZOPA has marks in it. It has a low price point mark. That's the lowest that this property would ever sell for. Be a viable deal for the seller. That doesn't have to be a profit point, right? They could want to hold on to that because it has ag exemption, or they could want to get out of land completely and they're willing to accept less for it. So there's so many motivations, not just price in any deal. Remember to think as you're constructing a deal. A lot of what we do as brokers and agents is come up with creative financing ideas, development ideas, and propose to our clients, like a list of clients. Should they own? Should they lease? Well, should they lease? Good question. Let's look at the leasing. Not a whole lot of lease here now is. So remember all that area right here that we were looking at? There's no leasable properties right there. There's no properties being, I mean, there's no improvements being made yet. When there are, they're going to see more like we're seeing here at Frame Switch. These are all brand new buildings. It's the mega site. These guys are doing a good job. Live Oak is doing the mega site. Oh, yeah. And then we've got a few others. Partners is doing some of these, and then AI is doing some as well. So, and then we've got Robert Shore and his group up here with the good guys over at Don Quick. Darren Quick's pushing stuff hard. I mean, Darren and Robert Shore, solid workers here in Texas. Okay, so let's jump into some more. Just give you guys some more tidbits of information, present and provide value, because that's what I'm here for. You value first and help you along your path. So let's jump in and let me show you some more resources here that might be helpful as you sell more of your properties properties, as you pitch more of them, and as you look for more of them to buy or to broker. I had a guy come to me yesterday and he said, "Hey, look, I found a really great property." And I was like, "Very cool, man. It's listed for sale already. Do you have a buyer for it?" He's like, "No, I, I hope you have a buyer." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's what I do." So, in this case, a lot of times I have a buyer lined up. I'm willing to co-broker with you if you're also a broker. I'm willing to pay a referral fee, a hefty referral fee if it's a teed up property. But if there's work that's involved in it and you found something that's listed, I mean, look, everybody else has access to LoopNet too. So the, the, the biggest key here and the most value you can provide is going and finding an owner, or if you have a relative, or if you have a friend or something, and you can get them to consider selling. That's one of the hardest points. Is try to get somebody to consider selling. We do free broker's opinion of value. I know some brokerages do, some brokerages charge for it. Charge for it. Check, check, check. Maybe I just need to be closer to the old microphone. If it's not, let me know. Uh, let's see. Let's jump in here. If I'm still on mute, we'll go. We'll go. All right. So yeah, so we're running here, and we're jumping into a few other sites here. I just want and you can find all of these located below as well in the notes if you just want to check through and check them out yourself. I do want to show you a site that I like to use. It's free for everybody. It's run by my friend Caleb Richter. It is called IE Listing. It's like a free version of CoStar. So if you're looking, for example, for land listed for sale here in Taylor, again, we've got listings here, but the satellite view here, and these are the only ones they have up, right? So your competition is fairly low. If you're trying to find a property, look at all these up here, up here. These are great properties. Thank you very much, Catherine. I appreciate it. Yes, thanks, Braden. I want to give you guys a shout out because you guys are doing great. I really appreciate Braden and Michael. So if you've got things to press out, again, you have the list here and the audience of thousands of people around the world that are looking, particularly in Samsung suppliers that aren't here, right? They're not in Taylor, Texas today, so they need a good broker, they need a good civil engineer, they need a good developer. Work with a broker to either contact them or look. That's a huge connection for me. If you contact somebody that's building something near Samsung and they're looking to sell it, a broker will be your best friend. Take you out to drinks and do all that kind of fun stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, and the same thing if you're a broker and you're looking to make some really strong connections. People inside that are in here right now that are viewing this, these are people that want to be working in and for around Tesla, around Samsung. So reach out to the others inside of the group here. Throw your contact details in. I'll throw my Calendly in there. If you guys want to ever jump on a call, I'm more than happy to do so. I love to talk about everything that's going on in Williamson County. I've got a few listings up in Georgetown. So if you're up in Georgetown and you are looking to do more brokerage, please reach out to me. Here's the other big one you guys may know about. This is the Gigafactory. Look at how big this thing is. You want to know what? Though? This is only 4.5 million square feet. Pretty crazy, right? Because the what we're looking at on the background image, what we're looking at the background image in the promotion flyer that I had is how many of these 4.5 million square feet. This is on Highway 130. It's running between Austin and it goes, as we saw, it goes all the way up towards Tesla. This is the Gigafactory. They're building that Cybertruck. You like the Cybertruck? Yes or no? I mean, I'm happy uh, to drive one, but I'd be interested to know if you've ever seen one in real life or I've seen them on Instagram. That's kind of cool. Let me show you just keep in mind how big this thing is, right? And then if we look at behind me here, the Gigafactory, The Gigafactory. That's one Gigafactory right there. Gigafactory, Gigafactory, Gigafactory. Amazon distribution center. Apple. Look at this, and it's still huger than, I mean, bigger than that. It's pretty amazing. Upper right hand corner, you can see how to get into the CRE Pro course, and also the Kajabi site is down below as well. But look at the Tesla Gigafactory. How small that looks inside of the Samsung, and uh, here's what it actually looks like. You drive along it for quite a while. It's beautiful, beautiful building. I'm a big Elon fan. I don't know, you guys big Elon fans or no? I know he did this. I knew he did this last week on the border at Eagle Pass. Wasn't really sure what his whole shtick was going down there and interviewing people. I love that he's bringing attention to it. I've got listings on the border though, and I'm not sure I really want a lot of attention to the border crisis, but it is a crisis, and I agree with his mentality and his outlook. And as an immigrant himself, like he gets it firsthand. Uh, Work hard, apply through the direct channels, and maybe we need to make that a little bit easier to apply to and get into the United States in the legal way, and then we can avert a lot of this issue on the border with the crossings and the coyotes and all that. Like I don't have a solution for it other than follow the rules that we all agree to follow, and particularly ones that keep people safe, keep cars from being stolen, keep drugs from crossing the border, so on and so forth. So that's my little my rant, I guess, on that one. Okay, I wanted again, Michael, appreciate it, brother. I know that you work this morning, and then I use companies like Michael's to do a lot of the legwork before I get into actually a listing presentation. Because those of you who know me and have gone to any of my presentations, I go above and beyond. One of the things that I'm most known for here in Austin is having the best decks, the best offering memorandums. I'll put that up against anybody. We do such a great job of presenting properties that people are like, holy holy. Like before I just had one slide. Now I've got a 30-page booklet on exactly what my property should and could be used for, what the survey looks like, what the civil engineering would look like, what happens if I put a road in, how much is the road per square foot, how much is it to put a water line in, how much is it to put a sewer in, how do I put a mud on the property. Again, if you don't have sewer, you can't have homes unless you have a solution, whether it's a septic solution or it's a mud solution. There's a lot of these rules, and they're possible. They just take work, right? I have a client yesterday who was asking me, how hard is it to actually develop this property? If I can't get the price I'm trying to get for it, maybe I'll just develop it. And I think that if you're interested in that, I give you the props to go after it, try it. I've done it in the past. It's not an easy process, but it is a very lucrative one. To entitle something, to put a detention pond on it, to put a road into it, to put water lines on it, put a mud, titters, so on and so forth, to solve the problems of being able to increase the density. So the density is the issue usually in a county. Another question that came up yesterday is entitlements. So entitlements happen inside of a city. Entitlements mean how zoned, what is the allowable under the current zoning, what is the allowable use of that property. That happens inside of a city. Next thing outside of that is you have an ETJ. ETJ has a separate set of rules. Outside of that is a county. Those have county rules. Those are the most lax, right? So, city, ETJ, county. Those are the different avenues. Oh, he has my booklets. Hey, yeah, see, I bring my booklets to the coffee and always always be closing. Always be promoting yourself, and your company and your clients. That's what I'm primarily doing out of these coffee functions, meetups. I host a meetup here for 1031 exchangers weekly at a pizza place. Come grab a slice of pizza, drink a beer, and let's talk about your deal. Happy to walk through that one, or any property that you're working on. Again, the knowledge is power in this context, and I always suggest that if you can share that power share that knowledge, and you can. I want to show you one other thing here. So this is Crexi. Crexi has a population heat map. Look at this. This is population by zip code, and this is where we're looking at right now. So we'll zoom out a little bit more. Here's Taylor. Look, real light green. Drive in a little bit more. We've got, again, right here, the difference in between these two. Again, we'll pop open the key here, 22,000, 44,000. And then we have the expected population. What? This is pretty crazy. What? We have 38,000 is going to double in size. We have this one, 19,000 to 76,000 people. We're expecting 76,000 people to move. This is what 19,000 people look like right here. This is the city of Taylor. And then if we're talking talking about what that looks like, look, this is 19,000 people here. We're talking 76,000 people. This is the exact place you should be investing your money today. If you are a developer, speculator, landholder, you name it, this is the place. I can't emphasize that anymore. If you have land in this area, call me. Um, so yeah, look at where again where that road is being developed, and then look at where the populations are increasing. Every time that you're making an investment, you want to say, if I'm investing today, what's going to change between now and my terminal point? Right, having multiple exit points, as we have any PPM or any offering memorandum, we're always saying, here's what we're going to buy it for, here's what we're going to do to it, and then here's why the value is so much higher. Here's where the margin is for you as an investor. Here's the exit IRR. Here's why it's going to get there. And then it's up to you as an investor to make that decision. But I'm going to do everything that I can to show you every piece of evidence that shows you, again, believe in the data, believe in the facts. In this case, this is a great opportunity to get into an area. And I don't have land here. I'm brokering deals here, and I need to be looking at this area anywhere between Taylor and down here south of Manor is where Hornsby Bend is where Tesla is. So if we just zoom out a little bit more, and we'll look at all properties maybe, see what happens when we do this. All right, we're still on this. So if we look at this, and we're looking at Taylor and Hornsby Bend, this area right here, in our lifetime, in the next 10 years, will fill out completely. We call this the box, right? If you want to be inside or in the rectangle, right? The golden rectangle here, Hutto, Taylor, Elgin, Bastrop, Bell Valley, Manor. All this area right here, this is gold. This is gold. I'm telling you right now, if you're investing your money anywhere in here, you are going to crush it in the next 10 years. So if you have any questions on real estate, if you have any questions on brokerage, if you have any questions about how to become a real estate agent, broker, investor, check us out on the CRE Pro course. Link is in the description. If you can help me out and show me some love by posting and reposting this on your social channels, I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Go out and check out Patrick's book. I might have been cut off early, but go check out Patrick's book. It's very good. It's a very good way to plan your life and your goals in your next 5 years. Love you guys. Peace. Deuces. Appreciate it.